Hi honeybees! Today I'm going to be doing my July empties and kind of a little bit of August too, but I didn't want these empties to get out of hand like they have been, so I figured I would do it sooner rather than later. If you're curious about anything I'm wearing, this is actually a dress. It's from Target. I'll link it below. Same thing, my necklaces, I will link them down below as well. I'm kind of obsessed with the layered necklace look right now and wearing gold jewelry, which is so funny because I used to only be about white gold, but I'm really loving yellow gold right now. Anyways, I'm just gonna pick right from the bin. There's like a lot in here and it's super heavy and I don't wanna, I'm gonna be honest, I'm lazy, I'm being lazy and I don't wanna organize it. So I'm just gonna go right through it with you here. Actually, these first two things are empties from Chris. So first is mouthwash. This, I think I've talked about this before. We get the Winco variety all the time. And this is the antiseptic, so anti-gingivitis, anti-plaque mouth rinse. And we love the blue mint flavor the best. And then this was a total fail, but bless him, he still finished it, which I don't even know why he did. I told him to toss it, but he finished it. And this was found at the Dollar Tree, and it's the Halsa Mousse. Ultra Hold. He did not like this at all. Right now he's using a Bumble and Bumble mousse that of course he appreciates so much now that he's used this crappy one. So definitely won't repurchase that. And then I have some house empties. This is a real big one. This is the Downy, what are these called again? I forget what these are. But I thought these were called Unstoppables. Downy Unstoppables, but it doesn't say that on the package anymore. It says in-wash odor defense with Febreze. Maybe these were different and I wasn't realizing it. But they smelled just as good. They were amazing and I love using these for sheets and towels especially, but I do use it for clothes sometimes. And yeah, went through this whole big jug from Costco. These, I actually didn't use these up entirely yet. I have one or two left in my little skincare fridge that Chris got me for my birthday, which I love so much. It's the Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Detox De-Puffing Eye Cubes. I'm not going to keep this box around, but I have one more left. And they come in these little circular pouches. And then they also have these little mesh individual pouches that you put it inside, and it feels like an ice cube, but it's infused with this kind of cucumber soothing serum for your under eyes, and it's supposed to help with puffiness, dark circles, wrinkles, and it says brightens and awakens fatigued eyes. It also has arnica, green tea, cucumber, chamomile, aloe, caffeine, and hyaluronic acid. And I liked these. I didn't love them. I feel like my under eye creams that depuff do an even better job than this, to be honest, or my little under eye masks that I use in the morning sometimes. So these are just messy. They're messy because they melt all over the place and they didn't irritate my eyes, but I had to be really careful not to get too much of the saturated little cloth near my eye area, and it just was more work than it was worth, to be honest. So I would much rather purchase under eye patches and leave those in the fridge to help with depuffing. So it was a nice thing to try, but not gonna repurchase that. I'm sure that I'm gonna have more than one hand soap. I knew it. Okay, so I have two foaming hand soaps. There may be more as we go through this. Do I see any more? No, I think these might be the only two. So we have vanilla coconut, which you might still be able to find these because these were the summer scents that just came out this past year. So vanilla coconut was amazing. I love this because it just works for everybody. Like no one hates vanilla coconut usually. I really liked the black packaging too, like the black cap really was the only thing that showed because we have little sleeves that cover this part. But yeah, really liked that. And I love the foaming hand soaps. Like you guys know, you get every little bit out, like there's nothing remaining in here. And I also use them to clean my beauty blenders every week, so it really does a good job. This one was Honolulu Sun, which was more of like a tropical scent. Really good. Let's see if it says the notes. Fresh Island Coconut, Pacific Palm, and Driftwood. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I talked about the Brand MD conditioner last month, and I said that I was almost out of the shampoo. Well, now I'm out of the shampoo. This was supposed to help with hair growth, but I definitely trust Nioxin and other hair care for hair growth more than this one. I didn't see like wow results from it, so that's more like a med spa product anyway. We went through a Costco size of the Vitafusion Multivites, and there were 260 in here. Gavin, Chris, and I all take these every single morning, or at least we try to remember to take them every single morning. And they're just a daily vitamin, so they have like 12 essential nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin D3, immune support, which is super important right now, of course, as you guys know. So went through that. I went through a Garnier micellar water, and this is just the original one. I actually like the original one more than the oil-free one. Is it called oil-free, or I think it's meant for oily skin types that has like a blue lid. I prefer the red. It's very similar to Bioderma in my opinion, and it does a really good job at removing all the dirt and grime off my face. I really use it mostly for my eye area, and sometimes I use it as like the last thing I do to make sure I have all my makeup off, like a last step. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Poopery. Who uses Poopery? If you don't, you might need it in your life. It's really interesting. So, first of all, this scent was vanilla mint. Yeah, no. All of Poopery pretty much smells like lemon, like citrus when you spray it. And if you don't know what this is, it's a little spray. You put like 2 to 3 sprays on the toilet, in the toilet bowl on the water. So it kind of creates a film on the top of the water before you go number 2. I know, gross, like no one wants to talk about it, but it happens. Everyone does it. So this is supposed to eliminate the fumes or like the scent coming out of the toilet and like making your whole bathroom smell disgusting. So it actually does work, but I don't really feel like I smell any difference between this one and others. Like you'll have like a hint of spice or something, but really they all smell like citrus. So anyways, definitely would repurchase. I'm not like locked into only getting Poopery. Like if there was an alternative out there that does the same thing, I would totally buy it if it was cheaper because they're kind of pricey. Also used up this Miss Meyer's Clean Day Multi-Surface Everyday Cleaner. This actually lasted me quite a long time. I'm really impressed because I use this, like some kind of cleaner like this, like a multi-surface cleaner, every single day to clean the kitchen up, like the counters off, just so many different surfaces. Bathroom, the counters. We have granite everywhere, and because this is a little bit more of like a natural product, I don't feel scared that it's gonna hurt my granite. This is the Mum scent. So it was limited edition for spring, I believe. And it's made without parabens, phthalates, glycol solvents, formaldehydes, that's what that is, artificial colors. So yeah, and they're vegan. They're a vegan brand. So I love this brand, definitely would repurchase that, and it makes the whole kitchen smell so good. I cannot wait to purchase the fall scented ones. I resisted so far, but I can't say that's gonna last for very much longer. I also used up these Kirkland baby wipes. I feel like I have one of these almost in every single Empties video because I use them every single day to wipe off my hands when I'm doing my makeup in the morning, or wipe off swatches if I'm doing swatches for Instagram or here on YouTube. Okay, I have a couple candles. Looks like I have 5. I have one more in here, but this really big one. So this first one is from TJ Maxx or Home Goods. Mama B actually got this for Chris and I back, I think it was my bridal shower. She had this candle there, and then I used it afterwards. It's huge. It's super heavy. It's beautiful. It has like a rose gold lid. It says Mr. and Miss, and oh my gosh, it smelled so good. Kind of floral, kind of sweet, and it actually burned really, really well to the point where there is no wax left almost. That's so awesome. The brand, let's see if there's a brand on here. The scent is Island Retreat, so it does smell like very tropical coconut with a little bit of floral. And the brand that makes this candle is sensationalproducts.com. Since this was a 3-wick candle, it definitely filled the entire space. It made it smell incredible in our house, and we had this upstairs in like the loft area. Yeah, I love it. I would think about repurchasing this, but to be honest, I have so many like jars and things that I probably won't. I'll just recycle that, but it's a beautiful candle. And then I have some Bath & Body Works candles, of course, all 3 wicks. So we have Tiki Beach, which is a very beachy, delicious scent. The notes are warm vanilla musk, orchids, and toasted coconut. And it smells so, so good. Definitely a staple for me in the summer for candles. And I loved this packaging this year because it matched our house perfect since it's all farmhouse. And then there's watermelon lemonade with the galvanized lid. Super pretty packaging again. This one I have repurchased now countless times. I don't even know how many, maybe as much as leaves, I don't know. But it's just watermelon ice, sparkling water, Meyer lemon. I really just feel like it smells like a juicy watermelon, like that, like Jolly Rancher watermelon. Like it definitely has a sweetness to it. Chris loves it, I love it, Gavin loves it. Yeah, we will have that every single summer as long as they keep that around. Another one that I continue to repurchase is strawberry pound cake. I loved this packaging. It's so pretty, the little pink strawberries all over. Oh, I'm like gonna be sad to part ways with this one. Oh my gosh, it just smells like delicious strawberry goodness. It's just fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, whipped cream. It just smells like a very sweet strawberry and it's amazing. And it does fill the entire space for me too. All of these do. Anything that I repurchase means that it has a really good throw because I don't repurchase candles that, you know, don't do much for me. This one, oh my goodness, just repurchased. It's part of the fall line, so go out and get you some candles in banana walnut muffin if you like the smell of like banana bread baking in the oven. Because that's what this smells like, and it is so, the throw is so amazing, like it's so strong that it fills our entire house, not just the bottom floor, the entire house. And we have like 4,500 square feet in our house, so it's not like a small house. And I can smell this upstairs and downstairs when I have this burning downstairs. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to burn this again. It smells so delicious, just like banana bread. So I put this in here because I don't know about you guys, anyone that makes protein smoothies knows that sometimes it's a struggle to find the best protein powder, and I really do love trying new flavors and new protein powders. And this one's from Protein World. A while ago I purchased a bunch of these like single packet ones so I could try a ton of flavors from them. They're a little pricey, so I don't know if I'll purchase from them in the future, but I do really love their protein powder. It's so delicious. It's never chalky tasting, and that's like a big win for me. If it tastes chalky, get it away from me. Like I don't want it. This one was the banana flavor, which I didn't really tell too big of a difference with the flavor, just because I usually always have banana in my smoothies, so I couldn't really tell if it was the protein powder taste or just the banana, the natural banana in my smoothies. So I do really like their protein powders. They're just a tad pricey for my taste. Right now, I have a couple different kinds I'm using up, so I won't need to purchase anytime soon, thank goodness. 3 wallflower refills that we went through, and I believe 2 were watermelon lemonade, and then this one I did keep the little tag, it was in Tiki Beach. So usually I'll just pick the scents to put around our house that we're already using, like the candles, like similar scents. Usually I just try to have the wallflowers spread out all around the house, so if a candle's not burning, it still smells really good, and it usually matches whatever candle we're using currently, and so that's why I would definitely repurchase those. They always make our house smell incredible. I have a hair product from Living Proof. I haven't repurchased this yet, but it's in my Sephora cart, and I'm about to check out today. Like actually I'm gonna do that right after this because I have a Sephora gift card. I'm so happy because this stuff is a little pricey, but it's amazing and totally worth it. I would 100% recommend it. It's the Full Dry Volume Blast, instant lasting volume and texture, 100%. I ran out of this and my hair is sad. Like I just don't think it's as voluminous. Like if I ruffle it like that, then it will be, but it won't stay, and the volume will stay with this. It's so good. And I went back to that Garnier texture spray that I used to really love, but after using this, it's not the same. It's not as good. It makes my hair like really dirty if I use that. Whereas this one, I can use it the first day or two, and I don't wash my hair every day. I wash my hair like every 4th day. And so I don't feel like it makes my hair feel dirty. It's just awesome. Can you tell I like it? I think you got the idea there. Okay, I parted ways with 2 beauty blenders. I've had these for a while. I take really good care of them so they last longer than they're probably supposed to. But when you start seeing like the little, I call them pores, but like the little kind of porous areas in the sponge, you'll see that the holes start to kind of widen. Like this one especially, I should have gotten rid of sooner because the pores are a little too big, kind of almost becoming tears. That's when you know you really need to change out your beauty blender. Right now though, and this is not clean, so don't judge me, but right now I'm using this sponge. Why can't I think I can't think of the brand. I'll make sure to link these for you guys, but they're like the velvet sponges. They're awesome. Love, love, love. Okay, next I have the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads, and these are awesome. Actually, I should add this to my Sephora wish list so I remember to repurchase these again. I really, really liked them. They exfoliate and brighten the skin. They're alcohol free though, so they're really good. First Aid Beauty products are good for any skin type and actually really good for people with sensitive skin. So this was awesome, and I did it down up my neck too, you know, and yeah, they're really good. They're kind of like a toning wipe of some kind. These, talking about under eye patches like I was talking about earlier, this is what I swear by, and these are the ones that I would repurchase. They also are quite pricey, but they work and they stay. You know how like when you put those under eye patches on, sometimes they slide all over the place? The ones I'm currently using do that. And then I don't end up wearing them for as long because I get annoyed because I need to have them on and be able to be multitasking. And these allow that. So that's why I love them. Actually, you can wear them overnight too. But every time I do that, they end up falling off my face because I'm someone that doesn't stay in one place when I sleep. So they don't stay on my face. And then I have to find them the next morning, like where did they go? Somewhere in our bed. So yeah, they're really good for puffiness. If you didn't get enough sleep the night before and you might have, you know, darkness under the eyes, or you just need a little brightening and depuffing, this is your jam. And I think they sell them on Amazon now, so I'll link whatever I can. That's my favorites. Okay, technically this wasn't an empty because I didn't get to use it entirely up, but as you can see, I used a good majority of it. I'd say at least half, maybe up to maybe 2/3 actually. I used to use this on my chest, like shoulders, chest area, to highlight my skin, like give it a glow and highlight. It's really pretty, very pretty coloring, and it's not meant for that. It's actually BB cream, but it has so much shimmer and illumination. I never liked it on my face. And I've had this for way too long. It's definitely expired. It's separating on me and it's just gross. It needs to be thrown out. But I was so determined to use it up, but it's just not gonna happen. And I didn't tell you, it's by Gerard Cosmetics, which I don't support them anymore. So I won't repurchase it, but it is pretty. Then we have Mary Kay Satin Hands. This is the Nourishing Shea Cream that comes as part of the set of Satin Hands, which, even though I don't sell Mary Kay anymore, or I don't really plan to, I'm still a part of Mary Kay so that I can get my discount on products because I really like some of the products still and I want to be able to repurchase them. One being satin hand products. They're awesome. Love, love, love. And I love their CC cream still and their under eye correcting concealer. A couple things. But yeah, I would repurchase this. It had a very light scent. It's like very, almost like spa-like in my opinion. It's white tea and citrus is the scent name, but it's very spa-like. And it was very hydrating. I went through a period of time, like a whole month, where my hands were raw. They were so dry and I've never had that issue before. Like my knuckles were like flaky and they hurt. And this really, really helped actually. So, yep, I cut it open for a reason because I obviously really liked it. And then I used up a couple samples that I had gotten in an order, a Sephora order, which I promise I will do that haul soon. But this is the Sephora Coconut Water Cleansing Wipes, just one of their makeup removing wipes. I've used these before. They smell like coconut. They're awesome. I really like them. They aren't the best at removing makeup, but they are really refreshing. They call them a cleansing wipe, so it's not necessarily to remove makeup, but it does feel really good on the skin. And then I used two of these. I love Ulla Hendrickson products. They always, like, my skin just loves them. I always feel like my skin looks better after I've used their products. A new product from them, and it's called the Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. And I could have been a little more sparing because there's a lot in these sample packets. I probably could have gotten at least 3 nights worth with this, but you can use it day and night, but I only use this at night. But I ended up using 1 packet for 1 session. That might seem wasteful to you, but I put it everywhere. I put it on my neck, I put it on my chest, and my entire face, and I smelled like an orange, and I felt amazing and hydrated. So I really liked that. I would think about purchasing that. Although I have way too much skincare to go through first. And then I used up the, again, First Aid Beauty. This is their Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. And it says safe for sensitive skin. So this is a makeup primer as well as a moisturizer, a daytime moisturizer. It smells like coconuts. It feels so good on the skin. I especially love this in the winter, spring. I used this up recently, but I did not love it so much for summertime because I am a little more oily in the summer. But I love this, and I definitely recommend it. It worked. Hydration-wise and also priming-wise. Possibly a little random, but we used up a Flonase. Anybody else have crazy allergies right now? I don't know what's going on. Every morning my nose is running, my eyes are watering. Allergies galore, so Flonase. Chris and I use Flonase. Okay, I also used up 2 more samples. The Garnier Whole Blends Honey Treasures Rinse Out Mask. It's a hair mask. These are awesome. I would definitely purchase a full size of one of these. I think I showed you guys a couple others that I used up last month. They leave my hair super soft and hydrated and not feeling overly like oily, because sometimes deep repair masks from the drugstore tend to do that, like either weigh my hair down too much or make it feel oily too soon, and these do not. So I definitely really enjoy those. And then I used up the sample of the Vintage Single Extract Essence from Amore Pacific. It's alright. I didn't see anything like magical from it. It was a little bit hydrating, but I don't know how much I could really get out of this little sample. I actually did use it twice. But yeah, I definitely like that Ulla Hendrickson serum much more. I went through one of these little, I call them facial shavers, but really it's a brow shaper. This is what I use to take off little peach fuzz from my skin or just like clean up my brows. I haven't gotten a wax, like a brow wax or any kind of wax, ever since COVID hit. So I think like March, around March. So I've just been doing at-home care, which I'm sure a lot of you have as well. So these are awesome. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard someone else talk about them before, but I use them all the time and repurchase them. So I used up 2 different eyeliners, liquid eyeliners. I couldn't think of what the name was for a second. Charlotte Tilbury, the Feline Flick Quick Fine Line pen. So I did really like this one. It is more of like a felt tip, and yeah, it's a felt tip. I prefer a brush tip because felt tip I feel like dries out a lot quicker, and even though it went on smoothly, it was super dark. This was black, even though the packaging is brown. It was like a dark black, and it wasn't too shiny because I don't like when eyeliner is super shiny. I liked it, but it's pricey. I love Charlotte Tilbury products, and there's so much from that line I would repurchase, but I don't think I would repurchase this one. And same with this. This is the Ultra Thin Liquid Eyeliner Pen, and I think I totally, yeah. So what I did, I can't even show you the brush tip, I'm so sorry. I pulled it out to see if I was like going crazy, because I only had this, like I only had started using it for about 2 weeks, and I do eyeliner every single day, but 2 weeks is a little ridiculous for it already to start to be drying out completely. And I think it's because it was such a fine tip, or maybe I just got a dud, I don't know, but it dried out on me in less than a month. So I think that's just crazy. I did really like how thin the brush was, but it also caused it to fray the brush hairs because of how thin it was. So I would never purchase this again. I would use the Charlotte Tilbury again, happily if I found it on sale, but I wouldn't buy it at full price. And then I have some brow products to share. So the first is the Miranez, and I think I talked about this specific brow pencil in my last empties because I had a few that I had used up. This one's in Cappuccino, which is a little dark for me personally. It's more like a almost black. My hair might come off black in camera, but it's actually a really dark, like chestnut brown naturally, and I don't dye my hair. Like, this is my hair color. And I don't like my brows to be quite as dark as my hair, and I don't want them to be darker than my hair comes off. And this, if I was too heavy-handed, it was darker than my hair color. But I love, love, love these brow pencils. They last really well. They were a super fine tip. And even though on the other side here, there's like a highlighter, which I don't use. It's to like highlight under the brow. I found it to be a little too oily and slick of a product, so I don't use that side. Which I guess is kind of wasteful, but it is what it is. But the brow pencil actually, for being half and half, it still lasted at least 2 months, which I was impressed with. Now, sadly, this one was my favorite if I'm comparing the two, but it only lasted me a month. Actually, maybe only 3 weeks, now that I'm thinking about it. It's a very soft brow pencil, which causes it to get used up a lot faster. I loved the spoolie on the end. It was a nice spoolie, a really good quality, which that doesn't always happen. And have you guys noticed that a lot of brow pencils aren't doing spoolies on the other end anymore? It's kind of annoying. Anyways, it was just as fine of a tip. It was the perfect color for me. I used it up today. So my brows today were using this. And it lasts so well, and I just think it looks really natural. It's just so nice. And I don't know, I think this is a universal color if I'm not mistaken. And it's called I Am Strong, but I is spelled out like your eye, which I love. So I'll link it down below. If there's a color associated, then I'll make sure to put that in the description box for you guys. And then this is the BDB, which is Billion Dollar Brows. And this is like their microblade brow product that you can do from home. It's supposed to imitate the microblading little strokes that they do. This actually was from a BoxyCharm. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's like 3 little prongs, and it's like a marker. Like when you start doing the little brow hairs, it goes on looking almost like liquidy, you know what I'm saying? Like not like a brow pencil, like a brow pen. And it doesn't look fake though. It looks like brow hairs. And this stuff does not come off. Like, I would have to scrub my brows and kind of hard with waterproof makeup remover to get this off. This will last, if you didn't take off your makeup, which I don't suggest, but if you didn't take off your makeup, I would believe this to last longer than 48 hours, no joke, even with rubbing it. So this stuff is amazing. It's not really that easily accessible though. I tried to find it, and it's on a couple places, but if I can't find it at Sephora or Ulta or Target or just like a place online that has free shipping like Amazon, just forget it. I'm not buying you, because there's too many other brow products out there for me to waste my time and pay shipping and have to search for it. But if I came upon it again, I probably would get it. The only thing that I didn't love about it, it's like a toss-up. Like, I like that it lasted so well, but I don't need it to last more than 24 hours. And to have to scrub my brows that hard, it was a little much. But my brows have never looked better when I was using this. Okay, this is a sad thing. I didn't use this up, but it totally has that like weird film on it, and it's starting to smell off. But this is a MAC lipstick, and it's so beautiful. It's called Patisserie, and it's a luster. I can still swatch it because the top's okay. It's a really, really beautiful neutral pink. I love the cream sheens and the lusters because they have like a little bit of a creamy glossy feel to them. I still love MAC products. I use quite a bit of MAC still, like more so their shadows, but their lip products. So that is it for my empties. I'm so glad I filmed this today because I thought I didn't have that many and then this ended up still being long. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you're new, and I will have another video coming soon. See you guys then. Bye.